You've seen the lighthouses, you've dreamed of the coastline, you've thought, maybe I'll finally make the move to Maine. But before you do, there are a few things that nobody tells you. Things that'll make you laugh, surprise you, and maybe even save you from some rookie mistakes. Let's get into it. 10 things you need to know before you move to Maine. Winter in Maine is not just about cold. It's a mindset. It's long, it's dark, it's relentless, and it starts earlier than you think. Do yourself a favor, buy a snowblower before your first nor'easter, and maybe a backup generator too. Maine averages 50 to 90 inches of snow per year, depending on the region. In the western mountains and northern counties like Aroostook, storms can dump 2 feet or more at a time. Towns like Caribou have already seen snow in late October. Stock up on sand or salt. Many towns offer free sand to residents, and make sure you know how to properly insulate pipes and check oil tank levels if you're heating with oil. In Maine, the calendar controls your social life. Summer, it's short and sacred. Fall, magic. Winter, survival. Spring, one word, mud. And yes, seasonal affective disorder is real, but so is the appreciation for every perfect sunny day. In Maine, there's a term for every season, including mud season in March and April, when frost heaves wreck roads and trails are closed to preserve them. Summer brings a packed festival calendar, from Yarmouth Clam Festival to Moxie Days in Lisbon. Fall foliage is a statewide event, with leaf peepers descending from all over. And if you want to hike Katahdin, you'll want to time it just right, because Baxter State Park access varies with the season. Ask a Mainer what they're doing this weekend, and they might say, heading up to camp. It's not summer camp, it's a rustic lakeside getaway, usually passed down through generations, usually without Wi-Fi, and definitely one of the most beloved parts of Maine life. Over 6,000 lakes and ponds dot the state, with popular camp regions including Moosehead Lake, Sebago Lake, and the Belgrade Lakes. Many camps are seasonal, with no insulation or running water in winter. Some are only accessible by dirt road or even boat. It's a culture unto itself. Screen doors slamming, loons calling at dusk, and Sunday breakfasts cooked on wood stoves. And yes, many families do refer to these as camps, even though they're more like second homes. Are you a Hannaford person, a Shaw's person, a co-op purist? Doesn't matter, but you will have to pick. Same goes for gas stations and lobster rolls. Mainers are loyal, and they have opinions. Hannaford, founded in Portland, has deep Maine roots and dominates much of the state. Shaw's tends to be more common in southern Maine. Co-ops like Rising Tide in Damariscotta or Portland Food Co-op are the go-to for local and organic. And gas station loyalty? In rural areas, your go-to station might double as your sandwich shop and social hub. Depending on where you move, you might want to print those directions or download them, or ask a neighbor, because in parts of Maine, especially inland or rural, self-service is more of a suggestion than a guarantee. Coverage maps don't always tell the full story. Many rural areas, including parts of Lincoln, Franklin, and Piscataquis counties, have gaps in cell and broadband service. The Maine Connectivity Authority is working on expanding high-speed internet access, but it is a work in progress. Locals often rely on landlines, believe it or not, and GPS dead zones still do exist. Download your maps before heading into the mountains, and don't be surprised if your Airbnb in Rangeley doesn't have Wi-Fi. Maine's a small state, and your town might be even smaller. You'll learn who makes the best coffee, who fixes snowblowers, and who sells eggs from their garage fridge. And pretty soon, those familiar faces start to feel like home. Maine has only about 1.3 million people, fewer than San Diego, and nearly 60% live in towns with populations under 10,000. In fact, more than 170 municipalities in Maine have fewer than 2,000 residents. That means you're likely to share grocery lines, PTA meetings, and traffic jams, if you can call them that, with the same people. Towns often rely on volunteer fire departments and community-led events, and it's not uncommon to know your town clerk by name. This tight-knit structure offers a deep sense of belonging, but also means anonymity isn't really part of the package. Yes, lobster's everywhere, but don't assume Mainers eat it every day. Most save it for holidays or guests. What is common? Red hot dogs, Italian sandwiches, and moxie. Try it once, we'll see if you go back for a second. Lobstering is a way of life for many coastal towns like Stonington, Harpswell, and Friendship. The state lands over 90% of the nation's lobster catch. But lobster prices fluctuate wildly based on season and demand, hence why many locals save it for special occasions. Red hot dogs made by W.A. Bean & Sons are a Maine barbecue staple, and Amato's claims to have invented the Italian sandwich in 1902. And Moxie, it's an acquired taste. Originally a medicinal tonic, it's now Maine's official soft drink. You'll find million-dollar waterfront estates and mobile homes with the same view. Some areas are growing fast, others feel like they haven't changed in 40 years. It's all part of the charm and the challenge. Portland's real estate boom has driven up prices statewide, with surrounding towns like Windham, Gorham, and Biddeford seeing fast growth. But just an hour inland, places like Skowhegan, Farmington, or Dover-Foxcroft still offer affordability and quiet. Zoning laws vary widely. Some areas welcome tiny homes and ADUs, while others limit development. And while short-term rentals do help fuel tourism, they also strain housing stock in small towns. It's worth researching each town's housing policy before you move. Things just move a little slower here. Permits, conversations, life. At first it might drive you a little crazy, but once you adjust, you'll wonder why you ever rushed through things before. Need a building permit? It might take a month or two. Want to chat with your local code officer? Call ahead. Offices often close early on Fridays. But what you lose in speed, you gain in community. Your mail carrier might know your dog's name. Farmers markets run year-round in places like Brunswick and Portland, and local hardware store employees will actually walk you to the right aisle. The pace slows, but the connection deepens. Maine isn't just a state, it's a state of mind. It's pride, grit, independence, and deep community. No one tells you that moving here will change you, but it will. And trust me, that's a good thing. Mainers value self-reliance and community equally. Town meetings are still held in person. Neighbors bring soup when there's a storm outage. Whether you're in a lobster port like Rockland or a ski town like Bethel, you'll feel it. Mainers show up for each other, but they also expect you to contribute. Shovel your own walk, stack your woodpile, support local. Once you do, you're not just from away anymore, you're part of it. Thinking about making the move? Drop your questions in the comments or let me know what you wish someone had told you before moving to Maine. And don't forget to subscribe for more Meeting Maine. We've got a lot more to show you.